KeepItCerti on Facebook Gaming is a cheater. What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Our Streamers Cheaters. In today's video we have got full confirmation that KeepItCerti, a Facebook gaming partner, is a cheater. That's right, we actually reached out to him, messaged him on Twitter to give him the opportunity to reach out to his community and let them know what he's been up to and allow him to apologise to his community. And what does he do? Well, you're going to find out in today's video. If you do enjoy the video, guys, smash that like button. If you're new, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter at badboybeaman. It's the best place for you guys to stay in touch and up to date. Right, let's crack on with the video. Now, some of you may be paying supporters of KeepItCerti. Some of you may have donated to KeepItCerti in the past. I am sorry to hear that. In today's video, we're going to be showing you how this guy right here has been cheating in Call of Duty Warzone. We are going to be showing you how he is using wall hacks, how he has had multiple accounts, and how he has had one of them banned in the past. We have got the Activision IDs, we have cross-referenced them on COD Tracker, and we have definitely got some gameplay which shows massive signs of wall hacks. In fact, blatant wall hacks. You can tell off his Facebook page straight away, by the way. He is a Facebook gaming partner. He has all monetization options open, right? He can take donations, he can have paying supporters. He is partnered by Facebook Gaming, the platform that apparently allows cheaters, and this is not fair to the legitimate creators on that platform. There is no report option for this, but we don't need that anyway, because as we get into this video further, you will know he has deleted his page now. But let's get into the accounts first. I want to show you the Activision IDs that we were able to find, and also the COD trackers of those accounts. So first of all, I want to point out that I actually watched gameplay before checking out any of the Activision IDs, okay? And this was one from 17th of March. So we're talking just over a month ago. We're on the 19th of April today. This was from the 17th of March, 2022. This was a live stream, and his Activision ID is clear there with level 145, KeepItCerti, hashtag 4558428. Now, I'm sure at some point these COD trackers will be set to private, so you will not be able to go and access them. Fortunately enough for me, I'm not daft. I recorded as I was watching just to make sure that we didn't get anything missed. And you can see the date and everything like I've pointed out. Let's skip forward a little bit here. You can see that this is the same Activision ID here on codtracker.gg. Well, it's cod.tracker.gg. Let's have a look at the last match played. March 29th. Right? Why hasn't he played a game on this account since March 29th? It's very strange, isn't it? And he was live streaming on this account, not a care in the world, on the 17th of March. So he was more than happy to be playing with this Activision ID on show. But one thing that did really stand out to me is the fact that there are only 344 matches played on this account. And there's a reason I'm mentioning this now, and that's because the more recent footage that we watched, he had an account with thousands of games played on it. So that's why I had that trail of thought. But it turns out the account with thousands of matches played is dodgy as hell. This is something that looks like it's been loaded with stats. It's had the stats altered on the account. So we've now seen KeepItCerti hashtag 4558428 and how it hasn't played a game since March 29th. This is either banned or it's been shadow banned, and he decided to move away from it. My guess is this account right here has been permanently banned. But let's take a look now at the most recent Activision ID that he's been live streaming and playing on. And to be fair, he hid this Activision ID extremely well. There was one small moment in a transition where it showed for a split second and I was able to capture it. After watching hours of this stream, I was able to capture his Activision ID, but for the rest of it, he had it hidden extremely well. Let's take a look. Okay, so this one is the one that we've actually got gameplay of, this stream right here, the one we're looking at where we can see this Activision ID. As you can see, there's like an image in the middle here, right? That's part of his transition as he goes from being in-game to full screen, right? For some reason, He was hiding this Activision ID extremely well. As you can see, it's a brand new account, level 31, KeepItCerti, hashtag 9832657. This stream was from the 12th of April, 2022. So this is after the account we've just seen, right? So it would appear that old account that we saw has been banned and he's now moved on to this account. But what we found when we looked at the COD tracker of this account was extremely weird. Something that, well, you can only have happen if you have your stats altered on your account. Let's take a look at it now. So you can see on the COD tracker here, it's KeepItCerti 9832657, right? And the last game played was today. He's been playing on this account today. Look how many matches it's had as well. If you keep looking on the overview section there, it's had 7,620 matches played on this account. So why on earth would he have an account that was older, that he was live streaming on with only 300 plus games played? But this one that he's now playing on has over 7,000. It got me scratching my head for a short moment. It really did. But as we got further into the detail of this account, we had a look at the seasons, right? If you click on the season section, it shows you every single season in a list that you have played on that account. Why on earth is Vanguard Season 2 the only season showing on there with 7,620 matches played? This right here is a massive sign of an account that's had its stats altered. And for those who don't know, and this might be news to you because I've actually been planning a video about this for a couple of weeks now. There is a software out there that alters the stats on your account to make it publicly look like you have played more games than you have, to make it look like you've had more wins, a higher KD, etc, etc. There is even rumours that you can change the Activision ID to one that has already been banned in the past. So this is a way that people can actually manipulate their viewers even further. So why is KeepItCerti on this account that he's most recently been streaming on only got stats showing for Season 2 of Vanguard and nothing else when he's had over 7,000 matches played on it? Doesn't make sense, does it? Especially when we know that up until March 29th of this year, he was playing on a different account. And just to show you what it should look like on this section here with the seasons and how they should be listed, we're going to show you this section on his old account. So you can see here, this is the old account, hashtag 4558428. 300 games played on this account, just over 300 it was, right? But you can see here, Vanguard Season 2, Season 1, Season 5 Black Ops, Season 4 Black Ops, and so on, all the way down to Season 3 of Black Ops Cold War. He had games played on this account. So why on earth doesn't he have this list on his account with over 7,000 matches played? Straight away, this guy has been banned and then gone ahead and bought an account that has had its stats altered. That's how it looks to me. So that is proof that he's had multiple accounts. That is proof that he's got altered stats on one of those accounts. But let's go and take a look at some of his gameplay from the stream on April 12th. Now, before we show you the rest of the footage we've got recorded, this one moment right here for me is 100% proof that this guy is running wall hacks and he slipped up by saying something. He spoke about an enemy that he could not see. Watch this now.
Elders, boys. I got Peter full squad.
Listen.
Yeah. Oh, is there a guy in here?
He says, oh, is he going here? About a guy who isn't showing up on the minimap, who isn't showing up through the doors until after he said that. Oh, is he going here? He repositions himself and then the guy closes the door and comes through. Watch it again in slow motion.
Yeah. Oh, is he going?
That was the moment right there that made me believe that this guy was 100% using wall hacks. I started to analyse further gameplay. There are times where he's trying to communicate with his teammates. His teammates are telling him that there are enemies dead in locations that he's asked about, but he still proceeds to push those locations. And what do you know? There's a team there, almost like he knew they were there, even though his teammate said that he'd killed him. And something else I really want to point out throughout this gameplay is that his teammates were constantly talking about how there were many cheaters in the lobbies, and either one of them asked him or asked the rest of the team, have any of you guys been playing with cheaters recently, because these lobbies are awful, or something along those lines. And we will stop it to point that out when it does occur, but for now I'm going to just try and play these clips through and give a running commentary as we go. Now, a lot of people will say that you need extra audio to be able to determine whether or not wall hacks are in play, but what I will say about this gameplay is that the moments that occur that are blatant wall hacks, the enemies are far too far away to even have him say it was audio, right? Believe me when I say this, the moments are blatant. So let's watch his gameplay now, guys.
If you want to grab 10k and get load out early.
Yeah. Yeah, the Snoop Dogg skin drops, doesn't it?
PTV,
Snoop Dogg.
something is cheating as well.
Teammates already talking about cheaters in the lobby.
You can fuck off, lad. You little bitch. Sorry. What, weird?
Jeez.
That looked like a pre-aim, although he knew the enemy was down there. The way in which he aimed perfectly and shot perfectly is as if he knew the enemy was coming up those stairs. I'm going to try and do this without slowing anything down so that you guys can do it yourselves. He pre-aimed this guy, but look at his reaction to the guy killing him.
Either he's a very lucky dog.
Now that was a pre-fire, that was something which looked standard because he was just shooting at the door.
Really?
You can see KeepItCerti was definitely in shock that he was able to die in that situation because, well, if he has enemy knowledge, you know, whereabout knowledge, he would not be able to die in his mind, surely, but he still did. This is another one as well, right? I just want to pause it here a second. He literally died to a guy in that room. His teammates weren't around when it happened. However, he's come back in after talking with his chat and gone straight back for his loadout guns or for his weapons that he dropped when he died to a guy camping in that room. He just went back willy-nilly, no care in the world, and just went back and picked up his guns. That's a small moment to say he knew the enemy wasn't there anymore.
Guns.
One this side.
Fuck! These games are something else today.
It's all on you until squad mates redeploy.
Now we can hear footsteps there, but have you noticed he stopped moving the way he was? Because both of his teammates are dead and spectating him. It's almost like he's trying to hide what he's up to.
It's alright, don't worry about it, Lawrence.
Back. You know?
About time. Time to call this. Can hear people fucking every...
A perfect shot again and again. Now I'm not saying that's aimbot, by the way, when I say perfect shot. I'm saying that he timed his shots perfectly as the enemies jumped out the window. Yes, he could hear footsteps in that situation, but still, the way in which he shot, the timing was so unnatural.
Cheetah, man! I've just died with Cheetah again, boys. I've just died with Cheetah. As if you call like this, like, I'm fucking off, like.
Once again, his teammate saying about cheaters.
Boys, sorry for getting raped.
Whoa.
Is this just unplayable?
What? How is he still hitting me?
Bro, this is mad, man.
This is crazy, man. That guy was still hitting me.
This is just insane. I've never seen
It doesn't make
anything
any
like
sense
this.
whatsoever, Joe. I'm fully behind you what you're saying. I don't, mate. I don't think it really matters. I think it's just the way it's been. The last 2 days have been cracked.
Nah, some shit's well off here, like.
Lobbies have been choked
This
for
is like
days.
yesterday, but on steroids, man.
Yeah.
So just want to point out there, his teammate now has mentioned about cheaters in the lobby on a number of occasions, and now he's bringing up the fact that this is different. This isn't just like your average everyday, the odd cheater in your lobby. he's saying that this is like yesterday on steroids, meaning they had a bad day against cheaters yesterday, but now it seems to be a hell of a lot worse. Now let me just quickly explain something before we continue with the gameplay. If you remember when Ricochet came out, they talked about the way in which the lobbies were going to work, about trusted lobbies and about untrusted lobbies. Now if you have suspicious gameplay and you're getting reported on a number of occasions before the shadow ban occurs now, you get put in lobbies against other people of similar trustworthiness, right? So if this guy, KeepItCerti, is being reported because he's running walls, and then any teammates who play with him will get put into the same lobbies as him, the untrusted lobbies, which means that you have a higher chance of coming up against cheaters in those lobbies, and that appears to be what's happening here. His teammates seem to be having sly digs at him here. That's my opinion on it. It would appear that they're aware that something doesn't sit right and something feels off, and they're having sly digs to see if he responds in any way, and it does appear that he's starting to get involved in the conversation, but he's trying his best not to. Let's continue playing this footage anyway.
You boys ain't been playing with no fucking cheaters, alright?
I love you, Lawrence.
Okay.
And that right there was the moment his teammate asked if any of them have been playing with cheaters recently. Because of how bad the lobbies are, if you play with cheaters, you get put in that untrustworthy bracket, which means his teammates, if they're none the wiser, which at this point I think they are, they had no clue that he was cheating, but they've started to sort of clock onto it and throw hints out and ask questions. And it looks like that they probably will end up in these types of lobbies until the game realizes that they are trusted players, and then they get put back into their normal lobbies.
Oh, this is fucking mental.
It's just rancid. I'm gonna get me load out anyway, I'll jump down to you.
Enemy dropping into the AO. Get to the new safe zone. Gas is closing in.
He's being extremely passive every time the conversation occurs about how the lobbies are playing out. And he's someone who's still getting kills in these lobbies that are potentially full of cheaters as well.
GG's, man.
Someone's in there?
Just want to point that moment out there where his teammate Bradley Leaf killed the enemies who were on the ship, okay? Because the way this plays out now is another moment where he is 100% using wall hacks.
Repositioning.
Oh shit, why is my lady up there?
Me? Out those boys. I got Peter full squad pushing above us, man.
Yeah.
Oh, is he a guy in
We've got that moment which we showed earlier, which is 100% proof he's using wall hacks, the way he called it out. He blew himself up.
Holy shit. Oh.
Now remember the ship moment earlier where his teammate Bradley Leaf actually killed the enemies on that ship, because it's leading up to a moment that includes what Bradley Leaf responds to KeepItCerti.
We getting loady right here?
Yeah.
So he already tried to make the push in that direction with no minimap knowledge, no call-outs from his teammates as well.
In the boating area.
I killed him. Well, yeah, I fucking...
Oh.
People at the docks weren't at the boating area, to which Bradley Leaf responded saying, I killed them, man, we aye. So he's killed them, but he continues the push, right? So you've seen the situation there. Earlier on you saw Bradley Leaf kill the enemies on that boat, and then he decides a couple of moments later to glide off the roof in that direction. One of his teammates says, what about a loadout? So he pushes back, drops his money on the loadout buy station, and then continues to push back over there, but asking questions about people being there, to which Bradley Leaf responds saying, I've already killed them. He continues to push, and what do you know? There's a team there. Again, a massive sign of blatant wall hacks in use, but the fact that he kills one of them there, that's not the end of it. Watch this. You got that guy on the left there as well. Knew exactly where he was. Yes, there was footsteps.
Down there.
Now this one, watch the way he plays this out.
He moved. Yeah.
And he played that very well, by the way, by switching left and right. He didn't just hold one side, or maybe the enemy was behind there moving left and right. Now let me explain something. I've got a hell of a lot more footage to go through. I've recorded about an hour's worth of footage, but I believe that the moment I've pointed out in this footage today are 100% proof that this guy right here is cheating. However, that's not where it ends. I want to show you guys the messages that I actually sent to KeepItCerti on Twitter. I felt like this was something that I could do to maybe help his community out, giving him the opportunity to announce what's occurred, to announce the fact that he has been cheating and that he has had accounts banned and that he's been taking donations under false pretense. I believe that he needed to apologise to his community to allow his community to make their own minds up. And in response to that, well, you'll see what happened, right? So you can see those messages there. That is exactly what I sent to him with no response. But he did go ahead and delete his Facebook gaming page. Let's take a look at that now. And what you've got to remember is this was all recorded on the same day. I've actually documented this about 2 minutes after I sent those messages, but I'm recording now. I think it's 17:24 p.m. on the 19th of the 4th, 2022, okay? You can see in the link here, facebook.com/KeepItCerti. This content isn't available at the moment. When this happens, it's usually because the owner only shared with a small group of people or changed who can see it, or it's been deleted. So he's either deleted it or he's hidden his page after receiving the messages from myself, which means that he's either going to be deleting any footage that he believes is sus, or he's completely deleted his page and he's going to do a runner with all the donations that he's received from his fans and all of his subscriber money that he's received from his fans. And remember guys, this is somebody who Facebook Gaming partnered. I'm sure if they see this footage, they will be more than happy to remove his partnership. That's if he ever shows his face again. But I believe his actions today in removing his page and not responding to the messages speaks volumes. Well, there we have it guys. We gave KeepItCerti the opportunity to apologise to his community about what he's been up to, about the fact that he's had multiple accounts, about the fact that he's had some of them permanently banned, and about the fact that he is clearly running wall hacks. You can see the messages in today's video and you will know that instantly he went ahead and removed his page off Facebook Gaming. So not only is he a cheater, not only is he a liar, but he's a coward for not apologising to his community after taking donations from them. Anybody who has donated to this guy, let me tell you something, there is a way for you to get your money back. You can either reach out to Facebook themselves, or if you made payment via PayPal or any other method, there are ways for you to redeem your donations to this creator back. I am unsure of the exact methods, but if you have donated to this guy under the pretense that he is legit, then you deserve your donations back. If you did enjoy today's video guys, be sure to hit that thumbs up. If you're new, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. If you want to support this channel further, you can hit the blue join button today and become a member of the Triple B fam. And don't forget guys, come and follow me on Twitter at badboybeaman. It's the best place for you guys to stay in touch and up to date. Until next time, I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace!